We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Pete and I, oh, he's lagging behind me. I thought he was right next to me. Are back at it. We're gonna try and finish some cages this week because we're gonna try and get these last 3 monitors over here. Kenan is supposed to come by today, so hopefully he'll be here to shoot a video. We had, as I'm about to walk in the hallway, the worst rain that I've seen since purchasing this property. I could see water sitting in my neighbors' yards. There were lightning strikes everywhere. My whole swale is full of water. So this is usually, well, when I purchased the property, it was dry to a point where I could drive the lawnmower down this swale, and it's just there to evacuate water. During the storm, it was up past this star fruit tree, which I wanted to show you guys anyway. Remember, we planted all these fruit trees. Yeah, you could see where the debris is. It was all the way up to here, and the water was running to evacuate off the property. But look, it's already flowering, so we're already gonna have star fruit from this young tree. And yeah, I think you can see the grass is all laid this way, and the water is actually running. I don't know if it's gonna show well on film, but it's oh yeah, here's a better view. Yeah, the water is rushing to get off my property, so it's not going to sit long. But today we have to work with boots on. I think I need to call Kenan in a minute and tell him to bring some boots when you come out here, because if we're going to go look at the animals, we're going to be walking in water. I mentioned in some past videos where we did have some rain and water was sitting in the hallway. That's not going to be a future problem, because we get about 8 inches of rock or concrete. We still haven't made a 100% decision on this hallway. So where this water is sitting, it's because it's low. The line right here is where our finished ground will be. We're not gonna have water sitting here. It's not gonna be a problem. But everyone had a big feed yesterday. It's weird, Lily didn't eat all her food. Forrest didn't eat all his food. Maybe the rain interrupted all these guys. Pinky didn't have an issue finishing her food. Let's see, everyone is still locked. I still have to unlock these cages. But all right, one of my good friends is bringing over a female black dragon that we're gonna probably try with Forrest. So even though this wasn't on the list, we're gonna get this sucker done. We don't need to get the lay box done. We're just gonna let her mate with him, and when that process is finished, she will probably go back to his house to lay, and then we'll do some sort of splitsies with the babies, or eggs, or whatever. Why not? He's got a pretty female, and she's ready. But these are the 3 cages that I need to finish. This would be Sunny's cage, not just lay box, hide box, branch, tree. Just a couple things to finish in there. The latches on these doors. My male black dragon, whatever his name was, I don't know. Maybe I have to go back and look at some old videos. I know we named him. I do need to finish this hide box slab and that one. I think that's what I'm going to work on this morning. Getting those formed out and getting the dirt in them and getting that ready to pour, because I got to pour that sooner than later. I think that's the only concrete work I need to do to finish these cages. I know that I have the wall material to finish this wall, and then once I finish this, yeah, I mean, you see the enclosures, they're holding a little water, just a little bit, because they're higher than the surrounding ground. And in fact, when they're all high and the hallway has a way to get rid of the water, there won't be any water. And again, when I grade the property, it will also pull the water away from these cages. And if I have to add some perforated drainage, I mean, you can see the high rows, no water. The low spots are holding water, and it's only because it's soup bowled and can't get to that ditch. Yeah, just a little bit of screen. Oh, there's shelving in this one. Well, I have the shelving there. I think I didn't do it because I needed to finish this 4x4 to finish this shelving. So yeah, we'll get these two slabs prepped. We're knocking this out. I'm gonna get started before Kenan gets here. All right, guys, so we are back at it. We are trying to get those. I know you guys have to be tired of me talking about getting these slabs done, but Pete and I are driving in the golf cart over there and shoveling dirt in 5-gallon buckets and then carrying them over to these slabs and filling them all the way up. And then we'll use that little trowel to make my little trough around, and basically loading these slabs mostly with dirt because it really doesn't need a ton of concrete to for the purpose we're using it for. But that's what we're working on. I think I got since I showed you last, I did get some of the logs done in here, at least on these 3. This one here, this one, and that one. I did get those done, and I think I just need to get the boards along the base of this slab and the lay box done, and then put a hide box and water plant, blah 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 blah. So much stuff. Get that stuff done and get these animals finally over here. All right, getting to it. All right, I've got the slabs prepped, both of them there, and I'm about to start mixing my concrete. I'm all set up. Tractor's got all the bags in the bucket. I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, every time it's a rainy day outside, I say that I come inside and I work on these cabinets. I think I showed you the kitchen a long time ago. I cut down all the those 4 cabinet boxes. I cut down the doors and matched the way they were routed, same as the other doors, so everything now is consistent in this kitchen, including, yeah, I guess I got a new dishwasher as well. But if you remember, it was that dark maroon color. The island, it's all done. So, I mean, it's a nice big kitchen in this house for me. The last thing I have to do is, I think I just need to caulk any of these seams that I don't like. To me, that makes it look unfinished. So I'm just gonna go back, caulk that, touch it up, and I think I'm done for now in the kitchen, and I can get back to the cages. All right, I'm out here early in the morning, and I've got to get as much as I can done on these cages today. It's been raining. It's been every day raining right now, and it's a hindrance for getting stuff done. So just go over what I want to accomplish today. Actually, I want to accomplish a lot more than what is probably realistic. You guys know how I bury the boards next to the slabs so an animal can never dig under. I'd like to get this one done. This one done. Pull the forms off of this slab, get this one done. This cage is almost ready for a male. Pull the form, get this one done. In my rush, one of the other afternoons after I poured those slabs, I did not cover up my concrete. And it is way in the middle of that rear pole barn where we're gonna build our bar area. And it got misting rain over the bags of concrete. So I have no idea the condition of those bags until I rip them open and try and see what's usable in them. But I certainly can't buy more concrete and set it on those pallet and bury those bags. I need to use, I think there's 16, 15 bags, something like that. So I either want to, I mean, look, we're standing in water here. I don't know if this floor is gonna be the one next. Even though I don't need to finish this row, I might get this metal all laying flat and get these, you know, I'm using these 4x4 scraps to kind of weight down the screen and get the corners and stuff laying flat. You can see those corners are up. I don't know, maybe you can't. And the GoPro doesn't zoom in. They're up. I gotta squish those down, either weighted with rocks or whatever. But I think I could pour this floor and kill those bags in here. That would finish up the flooring for this row. I do need to finish that over there for the remaining animals at the other house, but that doesn't mean, I think it's the 3 young sulfurs that would go into these enclosures. Getting anything done is anything done. I just need to keep plugging forward. So I'm gonna try and get everything I can done today and show you guys, oh, something else I noticed. In another video that I'm filming kind of at the same time, please don't be a wasp under this ladder. We finished the screen in another video, and yesterday I was filming for removing the shade cloth and getting ready for winter. We still have strips to finish for a couple rows. We have like 4 or 5 foot sections and this remaining back section. So I need to get that done today also, because these cages are actually not ready for animals until those strips are done. So I need to race and get that done as well. Okay, so that used 8 bags up, and there was still quite a bit of water that ended up puddling on this end, and as I poured the concrete, it forced it over here. If I feel like that area is a little thin because it rains or something, all of that is good. If I don't like that area, I can hit it with another bag of concrete before I move the dirt in. But it looks like, I think it's 1.5 inches instead of the 2 inches that I'm trying to get. Now, this is all flooded out, but if I mix the concrete thicker and I use some rocks instead of this wood that's now wanting to float, this screen is sitting down very flush and it's split between these 2 enclosures. If I get it, weight it down with some rocks, I can pour most of this enclosure. I don't have the wooden divider in, but I can kill the bags. In fact, if I kill enough bags getting up to that screen, staying away from the divider, and I feel like I have some left over, I can kill some in the front of this enclosure and in the back of this enclosure. Because remember, I just have to use up these bags. This half one was safe. It was in the bucket of tractor. But these are, well, it's actually soft there. I'd say about 30% of the bag was already hardened concrete, and it took quite a bit to break it up. Wasn't as fun or easy as usual. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. I don't think I'm gonna time lapse this area, but I'm gonna go use up the rest of those bags. Okay, we got all the concrete off the pallet that was supposed to be covered by that tarp, which I probably forgot in my haste to rush out and get dinner or something, or escape the rain. God knows what happened that day. All the days are blending together. But I have finished pouring all those bags of concrete. That one enclosure that was holding a couple inches of water, I'll show you. I might have poured it maybe 3 inches thick or 2.5 inches thick. And all it did was just move the water further this way. So the concrete floor the divider is off of that 4x4 post running here to that 4x4 post. I have to scab on a 2x4 up to this black line down to the ground, and then I can screw the corral board on there, and that I can pour the concrete then to it. Hopefully we have a couple days without rain, but from the looks of those clouds, it's coming again today. I also, well, went around the yard and treated for ants as an ongoing thing. I know that I'm getting chickens, turkeys, quail, stuff like that, but someone else mentioned guinea fowl, and that's been something on my mind for a long time. Something that roams the entire property, but won't be obsessed with going into my shop. And like chickens will become friendlier and will come into your shop and poop all over like my common areas, whereas the guinea fowl I think will stay a little more wild and stay away from me, but do a good job of ridding the yard of pests. But then again, for them, pests would include all the small lizards that I love seeing on the property, lizards and skinks. You know, my plan was to limit the chickens to this section of the property that we would cross off, and they would be in this back triangle, and that's it. And then anything beyond that, because I've had a friend that told me the guinea fowl would kill snakes even. I want the snakes on this property. I enjoy seeing them. So that's all debatable. I guess I'll figure it out as time goes on. I did finish all the rest of the roof stripping. So this roof is totally done. I have my solar power LED floodlights on all the corners right now. I'll do another pair probably at the entrance to each hallway, and keep expanding on our solar lighting back here. I'm gonna break for lunch. I'm gonna take the pallet with me. Yeah, I can't walk through that. Looking at the camera. That was the waist height one. That's the one that got me. I'm gonna take the pallet with me. If the weather looks okay, I'll go ahead and get a pallet of concrete over here, because I mean, I would love to keep going and finish that floor that we already started, and then the next thing to do would actually be to pour this last wall, to actually form this up and pour this last wall. This afternoon, well, I've already mentioned what I wanted to get done today, so I'll start getting all of those hide box slabs ready and keep plugging away with that. But I can also probably dump a couple buckets of dirt on this. This will probably set up. I'm sure it's already well on its way. Once it sets up, I could remove all the pieces of wood. Those little rocks and scraps of pavers, they can stay there. They don't hurt anything. They're just under the 6 inches of dirt. But I could also maybe get that done, and who knows what else. I'm gonna keep plugging away. All right, I have the boards next to the slab. That one, well, it needs a lay box next to it, but I buried that one. Here you can see this one. Well, actually, this is the worst example. This one had a rock that was in the slab right there that's elevating the board. So the female, technically, if she's small, could slide underneath there. It's the only one out of all the enclosures that has that. And of course, that's the one I show you. That's how it works. There's a huge storm coming. That's the male's enclosure. I have most of the dirt I need in there. This shows the females. So yeah, just one of those scrap pieces of corral board is tap-conned onto the bottom of that slab. The dirt will go back, and well, actually her lay box will go here, so there's no way she can get and dig underneath that slab to lay eggs, because that's been a problem in the past. And I started working on the dividing walls. I think I told you guys how I was going to put these 2x4s here, the divider. Tomorrow morning, if this rain doesn't make this whole water situation worse, I can pour the rest of the concrete here. I could finish that wall. I could screen that enclosure. I didn't find time to do this yet, but I started doing this dividing wall with its door. The the screen has to be installed before I finish the next 2 boards up. But what I can do is get the dirt in here now in the forms for the hide box slabs, and get that concrete poured tomorrow. Get the dirt in here, get those forms on, get that concrete poured, and technically I think we could, after we pour that and get dirt in there, we can form and pour this last wall, and then we have 1 more floor to go. We're getting there, guys. Again, this is just row 1 and 2. We still have 3 and 4, which are barely started. But I'm gonna go work on some hide boxes under the cover so the rain can't get me. And oh yeah, my buddy Adam Griner's coming tomorrow to help me out, so I'll make a big push tomorrow with him. And I'm hoping 2 more days and I'm ready to bring animals over. Just need to do lay boxes, a shelf in one of the enclosures. I need plants. I need some more plants. So I know cheap nurseries in Jupiter. I don't know a cheap nursery over here in Okeechobee yet. Maybe I'll reach out to some of my friends over here and see if somebody knows. I think a horsefly was just on me again. All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. All right, it's the next morning. I have my good buddy Adam out here to help me out, and we have our pallet of concrete in here, and we are going to get started. I think the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get dirt spread in that 1 back cage and get those 2 hide box slab forms set and filled up. All right, we got that wall built, although we do need to take these 2 boards off later to do the screen that goes down 24 inches. So the screen goes down to right about there on the other side. But I needed that wall to be tied together and stiff to get these 2 forms prepared. So we have them ready for concrete. And like I said before, I just need to put a bucket of mud to hold this stiff and straight right up against this, and then we can pour the concrete right up to this board, and this floor will be done. And we'll be able to work in that half of that cage and get that wood divider done. And as I'm doing that, Adam took himself a break. He's been shoveling the whole time since he got here, so he deserves a break. And he's in there with Alexander, so he's in there playing and petting him, interacting with him, which Alexander is eating it up. He's an attention hog, so he's having fun. He's going through a good shed. He's gonna look really good when that skin comes off. And yeah, I swear he's getting longer here. He's gotten bigger, right?
Yeah, he's definitely got a little bit longer.
Yeah.
His tail's starting to get a little thicker, and
really cool stuff.
definitely got a great personality.
All right, we're gonna get on this concrete and get it done. So before lunch, huh?
Yeah, keep on rolling.
That'll be good. All right, we got those 2 hide box slabs poured, and again, I have to take the top 2 boards back off of this to be able to do the screen. And we finished pouring this floor, showing where the drainage is on these. When I have a 10 by 12 that I split to make 2 5 by 12s, I just set the screen in the middle and I divide it between the 2 enclosures. So that is the drainage for this enclosure, is just right there. The water will find its way out. It's never been a problem. So we can today, that is a solid wall that goes there. So we could finish that wall and maybe finish screening that, and maybe get to work on those lay box is in those enclosures. God, I can't speak. That's the level of tired. It's not sun hot, it is just muggy.
Yes,
it
very
is
muggy.
so muggy today.
No wind.
All right, we're gonna get some lunch and we're gonna get back at it. All right, we're nearing the end of the day, and I feel like we've done really well. We trying to find the cages where we worked. All right, I know we worked in this cage, and We got the shelving done here. We got this wall done. Now you see this is still loose. These two top boards have to come back off to do the 2 foot of screen. The 2 foot of screen comes down to right about there. So when we hang the screen on this side, these boards will come off and go right back on. So we're ready to hang this screen. This is where we poured concrete this morning. We've already got the dirt in here. So this one's ready. Now the next step over here is to get the forms in and get that end wall. That's it. I'm saying that we are getting the end wall done on row 1. In here, I want to point and say we did that today, but we didn't do that today. But we did do this dividing wall. We got the rest of this up. We got this concrete work done, this shelf done. Oh, shoot, these 4x4s. We got all these 4x4s, the one over there to tie that shelf in. We've been kicking butt. One more floor to do here, and this wall. We got to do the wall before the floor, but I mean, I got to hang screen in here and a couple little things, and row number 2 is going to be complete, and that is stinking amazing. So tomorrow I need to finish up those lay boxes. I know my mom's going to be here. She's going to paint. I know I said that before, this brand new screen that is showing rust, and I hope this video is going to show it, but right about here through here I'm seeing orange on this screen. To me it doesn't look like the GoPro is showing it. There you go. Yeah, now I can see it. Why is there rust all over my brand new, very expensive screen? So we're gonna paint it over with black Rust-Oleum. We've had to do that with all the screens so far. So she's gonna come paint all the screen, and we're gonna finish this video moving the last 4 monitors over to this location. All right, guys, it is pouring rain. It's the next day. My mom's here. She's carrying painting supplies in the rain. She was painting the screen. I'm gonna try and show you guys real quick where we're at. No lay box done. No lay box done. The water tubs are there. The shelves are there. The screen is painted. The doors are there. Plants are in the enclosures. We can move them. We're moving them tomorrow. It's happening. Lay boxes or not, I can do that with the animals in there. I got sidetracked and I started hanging a lot of screen. I've got the screen at the end of this panel done, and I'm kind of running as it's raining. I don't know if you guys remember, but only the first panel on this run was done. So I got all 6 of those done. And honestly, I didn't want to cut a whole mess of pressure treated wood today. I had a raging headache this morning for some reason, probably being dehydrated from yesterday. And I felt like hanging the screen was a better play for me today. And all in all, we're really good for tomorrow. I am going to get out of this rain, hook up to the trailer, and get myself to Jupiter so I can get ready to load those animals for tomorrow. Hey everybody, today's the day. I have Sunny in her enclosure, and I have her in one of the, I guess I don't need the screw gun. Oh gosh, where do I put the screw gun? I should name every video "It's About to Rain," because that has been the subject matter that has been consistent, I think, on every segment of this video. It's about to pour, and it's just lunchtime. My mom is still, she's back at it today, painting the screen, and I think she finished the day yesterday painting all the doors. So all this is freshly painted to inhibit or stop any rust from happening, which obviously would let an animal through its screen. There's another video series that's going on at the same time that is about me, like taking the first steps to getting ready for winter. And one of the first steps will be getting them to learn to use their hide boxes. So this is actually one of the finished hide boxes. There's diatomaceous earth in there. Both heat mats are on it. So that is the only thing missing in this cage is Sunny's lay box. And I just really ran out of time. She laid in a potted plant last time. If I see her starting to dig, I could move a plastic bin into this space just for her to hold us over one more clutch, and then we'll get a proper one in here for her after that. So this is a transfer box. The door, because of the hinges and because of the angle cut on it, can't open in any further, and there is simply this. And Sunny, I don't know if you guys will get to see her, is just inside that box. She's going to be very happy to get out of there because I had to take apart her other box to get her to leave it. And this was the only hide spot. I took her plant out, took her water tub out. So I can't imagine she's going to want to stay in this box. This has been a little traumatic for her. She'll probably go and find the other box where nothing bad has happened. Because remember, these are smart animals. She'll probably associate that box with this move, and she may not be fooled into that again. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. The male black dragon, my male black dragon, is in here. All I want to do, I have his permanent box here ready to go. This cage needs a little something else. I don't know, some other wood over here maybe. We're going to move all the logs from the other house over here and then start adding more and more and more. Remember, the other enclosures had a lot more logs put over, like that 4x4. There was a natural log there, you know, there was natural logs on all that. And we'll get all that. We're just not there yet. So to move him, the same as I will move these enclosures if we have below freezing conditions, there's just a corral board screwed on. He has air through the bottom and the top. Really, this is a finished box. It just doesn't have the heat mats in it. So what I'm gonna do is unscrew the lid, pull the lid off, and back away. And I should mention, we also have, you know what? I'm gonna pause you guys just for a moment. I'm gonna undo the screws and, okay, I have the lid unscrewed, but I also want you guys to take another look at Forrest, because I've been having more and more conversations that my male black dragon has a different body than Forrest. Hey buddy. Where Forrest is like a long, slender black dragon, and I hope we're gonna see it because I'm sure my male is gonna be scrunched up in there. He's very long for his body mass. And I've noticed that with some water monitors are much more husky. At 6 feet, Forrest, I would say, is a long, slender, and some of them are quite husky at 6 feet. And I don't mean heavy. Sunny still hasn't come out. Of course, she could have when I ran. Now this is going to be hard to do with one hand, but that's all God gave me. Oh shoot, there's the boards. There's my black dragon, a much, much heavier animal. He is not happy being cornered, but he is a much bigger animal. Oh, and I see two big ticks on him, which is great that we have, under the armpit, I see a couple littles. If I back off, hopefully we get to see him climb out. I'm gonna try and take this lid with me. And once he goes to the other hide box, I'd like to see you guys see him like actually spread out. It may take a minute. Do I still have the hose in the hallway? No, I pulled it out. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but I think this is where we're gonna end this video, guys. You know, we still have that female sulfur. She's in the garage right now in that same rolling cage. She's gonna end up out here. I did bring the last 3 doors that I need to finish here. Yeah, he's got a much bigger head than Forrest. He looks fat sitting there like that, but I think he's just squished like that. He doesn't eat anymore. Yeah, he doesn't like me. I see ticks on this box. Yeah, I tell you, at that other house, we had a tick thing going on. We need to get it under control ASAP over here. And it's going to be hard with all this dang rain, because how do you keep that diatomaceous earth dry? I don't see any on this lid. Is that one right there, maybe? That was one. Yeah, I think we need to, God, I wish we had the chickens. I could just pull this over and flip it upside down by the chickens, and that would be that. Yeah, there's one right there. Can't get him out. Huh? I think we did get him. All right, and now it's starting to rain, so I think that's it for this video. We still have some other animals displaced. We still have some animals in the garage that are going to come outside, animals at friends' houses, but there are no more animals at Jupiter. Everything is moved, and maybe even a margarita tonight, Mom? Maybe not for her, but I might celebrate. All right, guys, until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.